Hi, I'm Lisa Morgan. Welcome to For Girls Only. For you, I assembled a group of experts who are going to show you how to reach your true potential. Have you ever wondered why your favorite stars look so good? You're going to find out the answer right now from one of the top makeup artists in Hollywood. Looking your best is important to everyone. That's why it's so important to know how to get the best results when doing your own makeup. Hollywood makeup artist Mike Michaels is going to show us the beauty secrets that he has used on some of the most beautiful women in the world. Women such as Morgan Fairchild and Judy and Audrey Landers. First, Mike is going to show us the basics of doing your own makeup and a few simple techniques that can take you from dull to dazzling in just minutes. Every makeup look starts with the basic foundation, so that's where Mike is going to begin with Stacy.
She has normal to dry skin. We're going to be using today Maxi Fresh Natural Base 3.
The foundation should be blended in smooth, even strokes using a soft sponge. Begin at the cheek area and then go to the area covering the eye. But be very careful. The skin around your eyes is exceptionally sensitive. Next, blend downward along the jawline and around the nose, being sure to get in all the nooks and crannies. Don't forget the mouth either. There you go.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to the contouring. We've created the canvas of the foundation, and to create the different lines of her jaw structure, her bone structure and the facial features, and her cheeks, to get this look, I want to show how the cheeks go up. To find out where the cheekbones and muscles are, we make them make this little cute fish face. You want to show that to me? Okay, here we go. First of all, you get to laugh at this, but they get to look at it and see these lines they're creating in the dark shadows.
Now, here's how to accentuate that cheek area. You want to choose a color that's a little bit darker than what you would normally choose for blush. Start at the top edge of the ear, stroking forward towards the center of the cheek, and stopping directly below the middle of the eye. The color will be less intense if you blow the excess powder off the brush before applying. You will also get a softer look this way. Now, that looks nice. Mike has chosen Fresh Peach, a natural-looking blush color. Again, blending is very important. You can even use the back of your finger to soften the color. Now, we're going to take the same peach shade and go up over the brow bone and into the temple area. This will give us added highlight and open the eyes a bit. To accentuate a cleft, we'll just take this same light shade and fan it out around the cleft area. Remember, when contouring, dark colors recede and light colors bring out. Moving on to the eyes, we're going to be using colors from the Maxi Colors to Go eyeshadow collection. We're using 2 shades of brown, using the darker brown, Teddy Bear, on the outside corner of the lid and blending it in towards the center of the lid. You want to make sure that you blend carefully. Make sure that the color doesn't drop down below the eyes. You can prevent this by tapping gently or blowing onto the brush. Then, you take the lighter color, Goldilocks, and apply it to the inside lid and up under the brow bone. Don't be afraid to blend all the colors together. Now, we're going to show you how to really bring your eyes out with some eyelining. We're using the Color Kohl pencil. It's very soft and easy to apply, plus it's longer wearing. We're going to line the inside of the eye and under the lashes. Then, using the other end of the pencil, the sponge tip, gently blend the line under the lash line for a soft, natural look.
See how it lifts the eyes up, brings them out, brings a little more happiness to those eyes?
Now for the mascara. We've chosen the Maxi Color Kohl, which goes on creamy and has a plush brush that helps to thicken and separate. You want to start from the base of the lashes and stroke up. Apply it on top of the lashes too. Then, go underneath again, so that the lashes will curl up. Don't forget your bottom lashes. It always looks better to go a little heavier on the top than on the bottom. You don't want to look like you have dark circles under your eyes. Now, let's move on to the lips. First, a little lip gloss to prime the lips for the application of the lipstick. Next, line the lips with a color that will come close to your lipstick shade. When you line the lips, make sure that the line isn't too harsh. You can prevent this by blending the line into the lip with a clean sponge. Start with the upper lip and blend toward the center. Lining also helps to create fuller looking lips, and it helps to prevent the lipstick from bleeding. Now we're applying Maxi Moist lipstick in Street Chic Lilac. Using a brush helps in the exact application of the lipstick. But if you don't have a brush handy, using the stick is just fine. After the lipstick, you can top it off with some extra luster clear lip gloss.
What do you think, Stacy?
It's great. This is what Stacy looked like before Mike applied makeup. And this is what she looks like now. See the difference a little well-applied makeup can make? Doesn't she look great? You can really get pretty good at doing your own makeup if you practice a little. Later on in the show, Mike Michaels is going to show us how to get 3 very distinct looks once you've mastered the basics. But right now, let's go dancing. Something magical seems to happen when you're dressed in a beautiful formal gown and your date is in a great-looking tux. For many, it also means an evening of celebrating a special event, such as the end of high school. Everyone should experience the fun of a glittering formal affair. Though a date is optional, having one to escort you to a formal will really make it more fun. You'll also have someone to share the expenses with. Today, it's very common for a girl to invite the guy. It's also a good idea to coordinate what you're both going to wear, so that your date's outfit will complement yours.
Yeah, so are you going to wear a white suit like you said? A tuxedo? We'll match. Yep. So you can bring me any kind of flower, okay?
One of the best parts of the whole formal experience is selecting your gown. Give yourself plenty of time, and you may find the gown of your dreams. Don't wait till the last moment, or you may be disappointed. Once you've decided on the price range of your gown, you'll need to decide what type of look you'd like to create. No one type of design is in. This is your opportunity to project a style that reflects your personality, whether it's a romantic look, a sophisticated look, or something dramatic and sexy. Gowns like these are available in bridal shops and in clothing stores that cater to teens. If you're on a tight budget, you may be able to borrow one from a friend or even make one yourself. Once you've decided on a style, make sure that it complements your figure. Here are a few tips that will help you find the perfect dress for you. If you think that you have wide hips, try an A-line dress or a flared skirt like this one. The wide bottom of this dress can then be balanced by a lacy top or puff sleeves. If you're tall, an off-the-shoulder look or a low neckline will help to give you more of a proportioned look. If you're short, 5'3" or under, a short-sleeved or sleeveless dress with a high neckline or an empire waist can make you look taller. Long gloves will also help. If you think you look a little heavy, go for a design with a high waistline and avoid puff sleeves and clingy fabrics. A vertical line will help too. If you're too slender, you can select a gown made out of a heavier fabric, such as velvet or satin. This will create a fuller look. One of the best ways to decide on the right gown is for you to get input from your mom or a good friend. It will be a lot of fun for them, and you'll also be getting a good second opinion.
You like?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. You won't need any jewelry except for earrings.
Uh-huh.
Another important part of creating a total look is by having the right accessories. Try on different shades of hosiery. Pantyhose like these by Legs are perfect. They come in a wide variety of shades and sizes and will feel good and look terrific as you dance the night away. It's also a good idea to break in any new shoes before the big night.
This is
Ta-da!
it. This is really it. This is absolutely
This is the pretty
perfect
one.
for you.
I love this one.
This one was made for you.
This is it. And he's wearing a white tux. We match.
For most girls, a prom or a formal affair is a once-in-a-lifetime event and a time when you may want to go all out and see just how glamorous you can be. That may mean getting your hair and nails done professionally. Of course, you can still get a fabulous look if you do everything yourself. Just make sure that your hair and nails complement your gown. Pay close attention to even the smallest detail, and you'll be sure to make a positive impression that everyone will remember, especially that certain someone in your life.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Mrs. Johnson.
How are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Great. You excited about tonight?
Oh, yeah.
The prom's a big night.
Traditionally, your date should pick you up. However, you may want to suggest that you also stop by his home. That way his family can see the both of you all dressed up too. Your date should also bring you a flower. Of course, he's going to be a little nervous too, even if he's been to your house hundreds of times. So just in case, keep a single rose in the fridge as a backup. And one last thing, don't spoil all the fun by being a little irresponsible. Decide on a curfew that's fair to everyone and stick to it. Most parents will realize that this is a special occasion for you and will probably agree to your request to stay out later than usual.
Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Tara, you look great.
So do you.
Here, I
Thank
got you this.
Thank you. God, I love it.
Thanks. Mrs. Johnson?
You guys have a real good time,
Thank
okay?
you.
And please try to get home by...
Formal events give you the opportunity to present yourself in a very polished and sophisticated style. This is your chance to get all dressed up and celebrate a special occasion with all of your favorite people. Have a great time. Formal affairs, especially proms, mark your passing from one stage of life to another. You are now on the verge of entering an adult world with greater freedoms and greater responsibilities. One important area in which you can exhibit a great deal of responsibility has to do with alcohol. Don't spoil the fun by becoming one of the thousands of teens involved in alcohol-related automobile accidents every year. We don't advocate drinking alcohol, but if you do, make sure that the person driving does not. Or better yet, pitch in with some other couples and rent a limo for the evening. Don't forget that you're very special and irreplaceable. The future needs you, so take good care of yourself. Do you know what one of the most popular fashion accessories is today? Well, watch this. It's about time. Has this ever happened to you? You look great, your hair is just right, and you're wearing a really cute outfit when the best-looking hunk in your school comes up to you and says,
Excuse me, do you have the time?
yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they made watches like that anymore.
Listen, don't blow your whole look because you're wearing a nerdy-looking watch. Let people know who you are with a watch that shows off your style, especially when they're bold and bright. These watches have been designed just for you. They're functional, and they make a fashion statement that says, hey, this is me.
That is the ugliest watch. Look at it. It's so old looking.
Really? You think it's that bad?
Yes, it's pretty bad.
You guys, these watches are really in. You ought to look at these.
These are great. Look at all the
I like
colors.
this one. Do you like that one?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Watches like these Timex watercolors are relatively inexpensive. That way you can own more than one and wear whichever one suits your mood or outfit. They're perfect for school, a date, or for just hanging out. These watches are definitely fun and never dull. Remember, a watch can be your very best fashion accessory. Wear one that's as unique as you. It's time for fun! Beautiful hands and nails are an important part of your total appearance. You could be dressed to the max and have a great hairstyle, but if your nails are uneven or chipped and cracked, it could ruin your whole look. Later in our program, we're going to show you how to take care of your nails at home and how to have beautiful nails in just minutes. But first, we're going to take you to a salon and show you what it's like to get a professional manicure. The basic manicure usually consists of the following steps. First, the manicurist will trim your nails to the length that you desire. Then, she will file your nails, as Lori is doing here. That way, they'll appear nice and smooth, and even in length and shape. The next step is getting your cuticles pushed back. Lori is applying cuticle cream to the fingers. This helps soften the cuticles and make it easier to push them back and trim them. Cuticles are the skin that overlaps at the base of each nail. A good manicurist will also have you soak your hands in warm water. This moistens your nails and decreases the chances of your nails getting scratched as the cuticles are pushed back. This procedure allows you to get a cleaner and larger nail surface. The manicurist will remove any dry skin from around the nails and shape them at the same time. This is one of the most important parts of any good manicure. Some manicurists, like Lori, will also use a tool called a pumice stone. The coarse surface of the pumice stone helps to rub off the excess cuticle material, now that it's been pushed back. This is really the best way to clean off the dry skin that has accumulated beneath your cuticles. This procedure won't hurt a bit because there is very little feeling in that part of your finger. After the last nail is done, Lori wipes the cuticles off with a clean, dry towel. Now that your cuticles have been pushed back, you're ready to have them trimmed or nipped. This gives the nails a clean, well-groomed look. If you do this at home, make sure that you don't remove too much of your cuticles or dig too deep. Your cuticles serve a very useful purpose. They help to seal out bacteria and dirt from under your nails. Lori also advises that you always use a pair of nippers rather than scissors. The nippers are especially designed for trimming cuticles, and the blades are shaped to help you follow the curve of your nail. The last thing that a manicurist will do prior to applying the nail polish of your choice is to remove any excess cuticle cream or leftover polish with a little nail polish remover. Even if you're going to do your nails at home, it's always a good idea to make sure that they're squeaky clean before you apply any polish. Now Lori is wiping them dry and getting the nails ready for the fun part, some new polish. Before the manicurist applies the color that you've chosen, she'll first apply a base coat to your nails. Base coats are especially designed to prevent your polish from drying out your nail. They also prevent the yellowing of your nails and are always used by good manicurists. It's also a good idea to use a base coat whenever you're going to apply some new polish at home. Lori recommends using a base coat that is either clear or white. A manicurist will often suggest a color that complements your skin tones, your hair, or even your style. But they're your nails, so make sure that you pick out a shade that you like. Most manicurists advise putting on a very thin layer of polish. It's always better to put on 2 thin coats of polish rather than a really thick one. The last step of the manicure is sealing the polish with a clear top coat. This will make the nails look extra nice and glossy and give them a finished look. Once again, this is something you should always do, even when you're polishing your nails at home. The results will be worth the extra effort. In addition to the basic manicure, a lot of salons can offer other services as well. One of the most popular today is getting a nail wrap. This procedure helps to keep a weak nail together by giving it body. The manicurist positions a piece of linen fabric to your nail after you have had the basic manicure, minus the polish. After the material is in position, she'll cover it with glue and press it down onto your nail until it bonds. After it dries, she'll file, shape, and polish it like any other nail. Nail wraps are perfect for someone who can't grow long nails. Another option available to you from a nail salon is an acrylic treatment. The acrylic is a plastic-type material that is placed directly onto your nails by the manicurist. She must actually create and shape a new nail surface, so it's very important that her work is smooth and level all the way across the top. Once the acrylic dries, it forms a very hard surface that helps to maintain weak nails. Your manicurist will then shape and trim them and prepare them for polish. I hope that this gives you an idea of what to expect when you get a professional manicure. The prices vary depending on what part of the country you live and what type of treatments you receive. You can also expect to spend about 2 hours at the salon if it's your first visit. The best way to find a good manicurist is to get a referral from someone who visits one regularly. Later in the show, we're going to show you how you can get beautiful nails quickly and easily and for a lot less money. A great smile can be one of your best beauty assets, so don't miss out on having one. In this part of our program, we're going to give you some simple tips that will help you keep your smile dazzling. Now, I know you've probably heard this a million times, but that means brushing and flossing your teeth daily, the right way. Good dental hygiene begins and ends with the brushing of your teeth. Why should you brush? The answer is very simple. Tooth decay is caused by the buildup on your teeth of a sticky, colorless, bacteria-laden film that's called plaque. The bacteria in plaque produces acid that attacks the tooth enamel and causes discoloration and holes or cavities. And your mom and dad were right. The foods that are the greatest sources of plaque are those that are the highest in sugar or starch. That's why it's extra important to brush after you've had any sweets. Even if you have used a toothbrush your whole life, you may want to check if it's the best one for your teeth. Most dentists recommend using a toothbrush with soft, rounded bristles. The size and shape are optional, as long as your brush is able to reach every tooth surface. Replace your brush every 3 or 4 months. An old brush with smashed bristles may actually do more harm than good to your gums. If any of your brushes look like these, it's time for a new one. This one is squished. This one is all bent out of shape. This one's totally frazzled. And this one looks scared. Even if you're not among the fortunate half of the population that drinks fluoridated water, you can still use a toothpaste and a mouthwash that contain fluoride. Fluoride is a mineral that scientists have proven to be effective in preventing both tooth decay and gum disease. It doesn't matter which brand of toothpaste you use, as long as it contains fluoride. Just as important as brushing your teeth is knowing that you're doing it correctly. Here are some guidelines for brushing. First, angle the brush horizontally against the gum line where the teeth and the gums meet. Next, move the brush back and forth, being sure to use short strokes and a gentle scrubbing motion. Brush the outer surfaces of each tooth, upper and lower, with the bristles still angled against the gum line. Use this same technique for brushing the inner surface of each upper and lower tooth. Next, scrub all of the chewing surfaces of all your teeth, both upper and lower. Then, tilt the toothbrush vertically and make several up and down strokes to clean the inside surfaces of your top front teeth. Now repeat this step for the inside of your lower front teeth, still using the toe of your toothbrush. The very last thing you should do is to brush your tongue. Now I know that must sound pretty funny, but it's an effective way to help you freshen your breath and remove bacteria from your mouth. After you brush your teeth, it's time to floss. This is the only way to remove the plaque from under your gum line or from between your teeth. Plaque is also the main culprit in the development of gum diseases, so you really don't want to take any chances of letting it build up between your teeth, where even the tiniest toothbrush bristles can't reach it. Effective flossing takes practice, but after a few days you'll master it. Here's how to begin. Break off 18 inches of the floss and wind most of it around one of your middle fingers. Wind the remaining floss around the same finger of the opposite hand. This finger will take up the floss as it becomes soiled. Leave about an inch of floss between your fingers and use your thumb and forefingers to guide the floss between your teeth. Pull the floss tight and gently slide it between your teeth. Don't snap the floss into your gums. Once the floss reaches your gums, pull it around each tooth in a C shape, scraping the side of the tooth. Use a gentle sawing motion to pull the floss down in between each tooth. Scrape floss down on upper teeth and up on the bottom teeth. And don't forget to also clean between your back teeth. It may seem difficult the first couple of times you try, but you'll get it.
Don't worry if your gums feel tender and even bleed a little when you first start to floss regularly. This is normal, especially if your gums are harboring a lot of plaque. However, if the bleeding does not stop, you should see a dentist, because it could even be an indication of more serious gum problems.
If you have a toothache, you should always see a dentist. Toothaches are often an indication of a cavity, and the longer you wait to take care of it, the worse it will become. Nearly everyone will get a few cavities in their lifetime. It's really no big deal, as long as you take care of them. It's also a good idea to visit your dentist regularly, at least once every 6 months. That way you may be able to avoid much bigger problems before they occur.
Today, there are many more options available to teens for straightening out crooked teeth. Orthodontists or dentists who specialize in correcting misaligned teeth have even developed a system of attaching braces to the insides of your teeth so that they are less visible. In addition to the traditional silver braces, many orthodontists now offer mini braces or clear braces that are nearly invisible. The cost varies based on the type of braces that you get and the length of the treatment. The average length of time one must wear braces is approximately 2 years. If you're already wearing braces, then you know how important it is to brush regularly so that you avoid getting any decay or white patches under them. It may also be a good idea to avoid chewy types of food, like caramel or popcorn, or foods which could loosen and damage your braces. Today, dentists have many more options available to them to repair or improve the look of damaged or discolored teeth. Bleaching and bonding are two of the methods that are routinely used by dentists. One of the best new techniques for repairing your teeth is bonding a porcelain veneer to the surface of the tooth. Unlike regular bonding material, which can wear out, a porcelain veneer is less likely to ever chip or crack. All of these methods can improve your smile and the way you feel about yourself. Remember, you're never too old or too young to make yourself more attractive, and you'll be improving your oral health at the same time.
We asked some young men what is the feature that first attracts them to a young woman. This is what they said.
Good personality, nice smile, but most definitely legs.
Probably their legs.
Her smile, her eyes, the way she walks.
No doubt about it, have to be a great pair of legs.
Let's face it, your legs are an important asset and are often the first thing that a guy notices about you. We have a 3-part plan that's guaranteed to help you keep your legs looking great. First, exercise. Aerobics, dance, and working out are all great for your muscle tone. Even something as simple as bicycling, walking, or jogging on a regular basis will keep your legs looking shapely. Next, practice good grooming techniques. That means caring for your skin and removing unwanted body hair. Shaving and removal creams are two of the best methods to use. Last but not least, wear hosiery. A good pair of pantyhose, like these by Legs, feel wonderful and look great all day long. The Control Top brand is perfect for helping you get that smooth tailored look under tight, clingy fabrics. They also come in regular and knee highs and have nearly every size and shade you can imagine. Remember, take good care of your legs, and they may take you everywhere.
There was a time when the only people who had long, beautiful nails were those who could afford to spend a lot of time and money with professional manicurists. Well, that's all changed. Now everyone can have long, beautiful nails by using stick-on nails like these. They're inexpensive and require very little skill to apply. Let's take a look at some of the options available to you.
Polished stick-on crazy nails come in this neat little kit and don't require any special skill to apply. You can choose from 28 different colors, and they'll never chip or fade. They come in 2 lengths, long and glamorous, and a shorter length that's more functional. Here's how you apply them. First, make sure that all of your old polish or any foreign substances are removed from your nail. Then, match the size of the stick-on nail with your nail. There are 24 nails in each package, in 10 different sizes, so you should be able to get the perfect fit for your hand. After you've chosen the 10 nails that you're going to use, pick out the 10 stick-on tapes that best correspond to the nails that you selected. Rub the surface of the liner paper hard, causing the adhesive to grip firmly onto the nail plate. The end of an orange wood stick should be used here because it can reach all of the corners and sides of the nail. Always handle the tapes carefully, never touching the sticky side. It's a good idea to use tweezers to position the tapes on your nail. Once you have all the tapes pressed into place, you're ready to begin attaching your new nails. This is the fun part. Carefully remove the liner paper so that you don't touch the adhesive. Remove the liner papers one at a time as you complete each nail. Then get your nail and try to position it as precisely as possible the first time you touch the tape. It's best not to move or reposition a nail once it has touched the adhesive. If you don't like the way that the stick-on nail is positioned, simply remove the nail and the tape and start over. Once you have had a little practice, you'll be able to apply your stick-on nails quickly and easily. One of the best things about these nails is that they come in so many different colors. You can get them to match your favorite lipstick shades or even your favorite outfits. And they are reusable. These nails are the perfect answer for girls who are allergic to polish or for girls who want their nails shorter and more conservative by day and wilder for the evening. Don't they look super?
Another option available to you is regular stick-on crazy nails. They are just as easy to apply as the polished stick-on nails and also come with the same micro-thin tape.
They come in a very natural rounded nail shape and a longer, more glamorous square tip style. Once again, make sure that all of your old polish or any foreign substances are removed from your nail. These nails are applied just like the polished stick-on nails. You can apply them yourself or with the help of a friend. The only difference between these nails and the polished stick-on nails is that these can be painted with your favorite shades of polish. Once again, they're perfect for people who can't seem to grow long nails or for people who would like to have long, glamorous nails for a big date or a special occasion. Paint your new nails as if they were your own. Begin with a good base coat and then use your favorite polish. Top it off with a clear top coat and your nails are sure to impress everyone. Don't they look great? And so natural. Wait till your friends see them. There's another new option available to women who want long, beautiful nails: nail tips. More and more teens are turning to nail tip kits, like these by Christy Wells. They have everything that you need to get started. The application of an entire set of tips is much easier and a lot more fun if you have a friend assist you. After you've chosen the tips that best fit your fingers, file your nails so that they fit the contour of the new tips. These tips represent a breakthrough in nail care because they only cover the white outer edges of your nail. That means that they do not have to be removed, ever, because your own nails can still breathe. Place a little drop of the special glue in the middle of the tip and press it down with the buffer pad until it bonds. Repeat this step for each side of the tip, being sure to use as little glue as possible. Experiment with the first nail that you do until you get it right. Your patience will be rewarded. Remember, when doing this for the first time, it's always a good idea to read the directions and have a friend help you. After the tip has bonded, place a small quantity of glue at the ridge form between your nail and the new tip. Then, squeeze some Crystal-Lec ridge filler over the glue. It will harden wherever it lands on the glue. Make sure that it has hardened before you start buffing. To get the best possible results, it's important to buff the nail until there is no line between your nail and the new tip. After the nail surface is completely smooth, wipe your nails clean and you're ready for some polish. As you can see, it's virtually impossible to see any ridge between the tip and the nail. With a little practice, you'll soon be able to create nails that look as great as these. Now those nails look hot.
Has this ever happened to you? You're getting ready for a big date, you look great, and then at the last possible moment you break a nail. Well, don't worry. We're going to show you how to mend a broken nail in a jiffy. In fact, you can carry a little kit in your purse so that you can repair a nail anytime, any place. Here's all you need to do.
First, get yourself an invisible nail mender and wrap kit. Then select a piece of the plastic mending material and cut it to the desired size. Next, apply a small drop of glue to the area to be repaired. Once again, less is best. Apply the wrap material and press it into place without using your fingers. Let it harden and then trim off the excess or melt it off with some nail polish remover. Then apply some glue over the entire surface of the nail mending material. After it hardens, buff it until it blends in with the rest of your nail. Once it's smooth, it's time to apply some polish. If you follow the instructions, no one will ever know that one of these nails was just repaired. Could you tell which one was broken? Who wouldn't love nails like these?
Nail kits like the ones we've shown you are a lot of fun and they look great, but they were not intended as a cover-up for damaged nails. Your nails are just like the rest of your body. They're affected by what you eat and what you don't eat. If you have problems with your nails, such as flaking, ridges, spots, or if they're just too thin, you may have a dietary imbalance. A high-protein diet containing meat, eggs, fish, and poultry may do wonders for your nails. Your best bet is to consult a physician. Good health and good nails go together.
I'll never forget the day I received my class ring. I was pretty excited then, but it means even more to me now. It lets everyone know where I'm from, and it shows that I have pride in myself and in my school. Wherever you go, whatever you do, wherever you work or play, you'll always have your ring to remind you of a very special time and place in your life. A lot of schools have ring committees that decide how the basic class ring should look. Make sure that you select a ring company that allows you to make a ring that will show everyone how unique you and your school really are. Today, there are many ways to capture the spirit and essence of your school. There are hundreds of options available that will allow you to create a ring that is uniquely yours, a ring that makes a personal statement. You are only limited by your own imagination.
Oh, look at these right here.
Oh, that's
these
great.
Really
that
nice.
pink
different,
stone, I love it.
Yeah, different colors too. I
yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
White gold.
and look, you put your name right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Steve Farrell is a representative for Balfour Rings. He goes from school to school, helping individual students and ring committees to select rings that will capture the spirit and style of their class.
And Balfour offers you a lot of different choices in the designs, styles, things that you can show your own personality. Adam, I can tell you've got one. So what we're going to do is discuss the different styles that we have and the different choices that you can make as a ring committee to come up with a ring that really shows what you're all about here in high school.
The traditional look is still very popular. In addition, there are many new styles available today that are very fashionable, such as these rings in our Starlet collection. They come with your school name, yet they're very feminine. You also have the option of getting your ring in yellow or white gold, or in one of our other special alloys. There are also many options available to you in the type of gem or stone that you build the ring around. We have every school's color, your birthstone, and everything from semi-precious to precious gems. You can also create a dramatic effect by putting an emblem or letter below the gem, or right on top of it.
Take your time and consider all of the options before selecting your class ring. It's something that you're going to have for a long, long time. Remember, nothing can make you feel as special as having your own class ring. That is, except for having someone else's class ring.
Are you impressed by people who sprinkle their conversation with foreign words and phrases? Well, you don't have to go abroad to know how to use these words. All you have to do is read a little bit. Here are a few that I like. Which ones do you already know? Ciao, joie de vivre, aficionado, savoir-faire, gung-ho, esprit de corps, and sayonara.
Okay, let's see how many you got. Works every time. Ciao is an Italian word that means hello or goodbye, depending on when you use it. So ciao. Next we have joie de vivre. It's a French term, and it means having a great love or zest for life. Savoir-faire is also a French term, and it means having know-how and style, especially in social situations. Aficionado is a Spanish word, and it means one who is a great fan or devotee of a particular thing or subject. Gung-ho is a Chinese term for having great enthusiasm for something. For instance, my friends are really gung-ho about our school spirit. Next we have esprit de corps. This is one of my favorite expressions, and it's a French term for the common spirit existing among the members of a group, especially a group that's dedicated toward a special goal. And finally, sayonara. I'm sure you know what this Japanese word means. Let me give you a hint. See you later. Bye. Everyone likes to look their best. After all, if you look good, you feel good. Unfortunately, just a few blemishes on your face can totally ruin your mood. Well, don't let it get you down, because there is something that you can do about it. In this segment, we're going to show you how to control acne and keep your skin looking clean and beautiful.
Do you know what causes acne? Some people think that it may be caused by the foods that we eat. Here's a little test that you can take. Which of these foods cause acne?
Pizza, cheese, chips, iodized salt, soft drinks, coffee, nuts, or chocolate? The answer is none of them. Foods don't cause acne, however, some foods may cause you to break out due to other factors. Pay close attention to what you eat, and soon you'll be able to determine what foods give your complexion fits. Remember, everyone's skin reacts differently. Dr. Lenore Kakita is a dermatologist who specializes in teens and acne. I asked her what really causes acne.
There are two basic factors that are major. One is hereditary factors, so that in the family tree, if you have any history of acne, that will increase your chances of getting acne as a teenager. The second thing is as we get towards puberty, hormones do play a role. And there is a change, and it's mainly the male-like hormones that really start stimulating the oil gland activity at this time. So the combination, but there's a lot of other factors that play a role too as aggravating factors. And this could be things like stress, they can be excessive oiliness when you exercise, it could be lowered resistance and your acne will flare like at the time of an infection. And you can also get oils on your face if you're exposed to oily environments, as if you worked in a fast food place, let's say. The oils that accumulate on our face will tend to cause acne by increasing the oiliness that tends to deposit at the upper pore. When this happens, it combines with the dry skin layer at that level. That forms a little plug that is not visible. But with time, you get a backup of the oils behind that pore plug, and this is frequently called the blackhead. It is very important to unclog the pores. One of the easiest ways to unclog the pores is frequent washing with a nice, mild cleansing bar. This can be done 2 to 3 times a day is preferable, not with extremely hot water, which will dry your skin too much, but with a lukewarm temperature water, and frequently.
Neutrogena's acne bar is non-comedogenic. That means it has been specially formulated so that it won't clog your pores like so many other soaps. Not only will you feel really clean, but by keeping your pores unclogged, you can help prevent acne from ever forming. There's another great way to thoroughly cleanse your skin and remove surface oils, and that's by using a mask. It's simple to use too. After washing with your acne bar, rinse and pat your skin dry. Then, using a circular motion, apply a thin layer of the acne mask over the affected areas. Let it dry for about 20 minutes. You'll actually feel the oils being absorbed right out of your skin by the clay in the mask. Neutrogena's acne mask removes the surface oils. Their formula contains 5% benzoyl peroxide to treat existing blemishes and to prevent new ones from occurring. After the mask is thoroughly dry, rinse it off with lukewarm water and pat dry with a clean towel. It's so safe you can use it every day without drying out your skin, and your skin will feel fresh and clean all over. If you have mild acne, try using an acne drying gel. Simply apply the gel with a clean finger and avoid any contact with your eyes. Do this at bedtime for a gentle, invisible drying action that goes to work while you sleep. It's also perfect for use during the day because it can be used to treat specific areas or a single blemish without having to cover the whole face. It doesn't cake up or interfere with makeup, and it doesn't clog your pores. Best of all, you can't see it, but it's there working for you. Another way to protect and nurture your skin is by using a pure facial moisturizer. You can apply it wherever it's needed, before bed or in the morning. It will keep your skin soft and smooth and ready for the day, whether you use makeup or not. Use only moisturizers that are hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic. Products that do not contain any fragrances, colors, dyes, or oils are safe for even sensitive skin. This one also contains a gentle sunscreen, SPF 5 or Sun Protection Factor 5, that will filter out the sun's damaging rays to help protect your skin.
Don't get discouraged. Acne can be controlled, and consistency is the key. Your regular cleansing routine is still your best defense against acne. And one last thing, if you have pimples, don't touch them. Picking pimples only irritates your skin and may even lead to more blemishes. It is a temptation, but it never helps. If your acne is so severe or frequent that you can't control it, then it may be time to see a dermatologist. They're the real experts when it comes to controlling acne.
Here are some tips that will help you keep your skin more beautiful. Get plenty of sleep. Eat a balanced diet and at regular intervals. Wash your face regularly and not just when you have a problem. Whenever you sweat, towel it off your face to keep your pores from clogging up. Use a sunscreen. You can still tan without risking skin cancer.
Earlier in the show, Mike Michaels showed us the basics of doing your own makeup. Now Mike's going to demonstrate 3 different looks you can achieve with your makeup. First up, the wild look.
We're here with Michelle. Now, we've started with her basic makeup. Very, very light. Put on a foundation, starting out with a little bit of contouring. But a little bit too soft for her plans for this evening. She's going to a rock concert. So what we're going to do is get a little more crazy with some makeup. Now, makeup kits are a lot of fun. They're very exciting, and they're very simple to use when you have all kinds of colors in there.
Use a bright shade on the outer half of the lid, brushing up towards the brow. Then apply a highlighter shade on the inner half, again brushing up. Clean off any excess powder with a sponge. Brush across temples and lids to extend and soften the color while blending them together. Next, apply a dark shade close to the lashes, sweeping out at the corners. Now here's a trick. Line the inside lower lid and then scrunch your eyes together to get color inside the upper lid as well. Wear very violet on upper lashes, blue blazes on the bottom. Add some eyeshadow highlights to brows and you're ready for lip color. For added excitement, dazzle them with rhinestones. They adhere easily with eyelash glue. Set your makeup with a light dusting of pressed powder and add some colorful streaks to your hair with the Maxi Hair Dare Coloring Crayon. Let's take another look at Michelle without makeup. And now with makeup. Wow, that's the Maxi look. Next up, the romantic look.
Here we are with Jeannie, and I heard she's going to a prom. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her a very romantic look.
Start with a soft, frosty shade of blush on the cheekbones. For eyes, use a medium shade of eyeshadow at the inner corner of the lid and a deeper tone from the center of the lid to the outer corner. Add a highlighter just under the brow, always blending well. Next, apply pitch black color kohl, rimming the eye along the lash line. Then use the same liner inside the lower lid as well. Lightly mascara lashes, then curl them and apply a second coat. Now create your own special lip color. Using a lip brush, it's easy to blend shades together so that you can match your prom dress exactly. Make your lips nice and glossy. Add a little blush along the neck and collarbone for an added glow. A few finishing touches and you're set to go. Here's Jeannie again without any makeup. Now take a look at her with a subtle application of makeup. She looks like she's ready for a romantic evening. Ready, set, go. Would you like to know how to do your makeup in a hurry? Watch as Emily gets a great look in less than 5 minutes. We start with eyeshadow first, this time using Grapes of Wrath, a medium tone across the lip and crease. Then use a lighter highlighter shade above it. Michael is using Strawberry Cone here. Always remember to blend well. For a year-round suntan look, use Maxi Endless Sun. Start with a poof of mousse and blend evenly. For added color, sponge on Endless Sun pressed powder. Now, line the eyes along lower lashes with Purple Passion Color Kohl liner. Finish with a quick coat of Maxi Extra Long Thick Lash. Apply some Soft Luster long-lasting lipstick in Upbeat Orchid and you're ready, set, go. With a little toss of the head, you're out the door with a great look in less than 5 minutes. Isn't it worth it? Here's Emily before makeup and after. This is the perfect makeup technique when you're in a hurry, because it only takes 5 minutes. A little makeup worn properly can go a long way toward improving your appearance and the way you feel about yourself. Whether you're going to work or school, a prom or a formal affair, or just feel like being a little outrageous, follow our makeup guidelines and people may start treating you like a star. I hope that you've had fun watching our show. Let us know what other things you'd like to see us cover. This is your video. I'm Lisa Morgan, and thanks for watching.